Booyah! Here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys. Tonight, a celebration of the Latin culture. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, guys, at the end of this season, there is a potential opt-out of the collective bargaining agreement. And after seeing star players hold out, some wonder if that will be exercised. Commissioner Silver says we have a common interest to ensure that contracts are honored. Those are issues we can approach collectively. Kevin?
As is always the best case. David, thank you. A look at the Magic starting group. Harris is the shooting guard. Wagner is the small forward. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Fultz in at the 1 spot. And for Phoenix, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Torrey Craig is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Durant in at the 3.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Paul with the ball. High post, KD. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
Well, Durant looks close to automatic. I mean, he does not second guess or hesitate at all his shot selection.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Craig against Fultz. The shot from the low post is good.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Now, here's Fultz. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Now, here's Durant. Markelle Fultz unable to get his last shot to go.
Boy, what a graceful athlete. I mean, Durant does a beautiful job moving and slicing through that defense, getting a high percentage shot there.
Here's Fultz. His last outing, 16 points for him. Banchero with the ball. Craig is on him. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. And so just over a minute and a half played. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Here's Durant. 2 points. That one goes. And that's now 6 points for Kevin Durant.
Tell you what, that defense was physical, and yet Durant, with great balance and composure, just stayed with it.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Wagner passes to Banchero. And the turnover again by Orlando. Looking for the first basket of the game.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Some changes for Phoenix. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. And it's Payne in for Paul. The Magic also changing it up. Jalen Suggs comes in for Harris. And Anthony subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Now here's Booker. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. Ayton kicks to Booker. Passes to Payne. Here's Warren. Over Banchero. Again, the miss by Warren.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Now Booker. With 1 on the clock. And Ayton the bucket on the assist from Booker.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
And that does it for the first quarter. Suns lead by 8. And we'll be back right after this. our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Phoenix?
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those high picks.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. The guard set is Fultz and Suggs. Carter out there with Bol. And it's Okeke in at the 3 spot. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Orlando. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
And he knocks down the first one.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
And so he hits both.
And the Magic have been one of the league's worst offenses in recent years. In fact, it's been over a decade since they've been average in that regard. Drafting a ready-made weapon in Paolo Banchero, they hope can help them take a step in the right direction.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
The place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks. Suns leading by 9. There's 1:40 left to play in the first half. Pass to Durant. Over Bol. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Boy, that in-between game of Durant is deadly. Give him this shot, and you'll regret it.
And Carter has it in the corner. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Ball outside. Ayton in the high post. He dishes it to Booker. A 3-ball. And it's Orlando with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
It wasn't pretty. That's definitely the case. I mean, I know they'd like to scrub that game from their memories and actually erase it from the hard drive.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Right down low. And it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Fultz. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now here's Booker. Paul with the 3. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's the Phoenix Suns ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, hot start, cool finish. What happened out there?
Well, we came out with a lot of energy, but in the second quarter, it died down a little bit. You know, it's real. Everybody's very excited. You know, our team's excited, their team's excited, officials excited, you know what I mean? So we just got to calm down and play a little bit.
And I'm excited. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. First on the menu is looking at what games will be coming up here shortly. It'll be the Wizards out at Capital One Arena against the Hawks. That one tips off at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Either team could come away with the W and win this one.
And now coming back to this game, a strong first half for the Suns.
They're in control so far because of their shot selection. Very patient, waiting to get the shots they want.
And they got some great scores over there, too. Terrific first half offensively. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Here are the Magic now. They trail by 9 points. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. That one good for 2. Wagner's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Magic.
Staying strong against the contact, playing right through it. Wagner fighting for that finish.
And it's Paul missing.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And Wendell Carter Jr., Greg, one of the better rebounders in the NBA.
And Kevin, his numbers kind of sneak up on you. I mean, great job of clearing the glass and getting the break started. Still underrated as a rebounder, but is making a name for himself.
Now here is Carter, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Durant dishes to Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Harris against Booker. A wide open look here for Craig. Drills the three-pointer. Craig's got 5.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now here's Banchero. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Banchero with the ball. Defended by Durant, and there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. Phoenix making some changes. Baisley's checked in for Ayton. Warren comes in for Torrey Craig, and it's Payne in for Paul. Mo Wagner's checked in for the Magic. Anthony comes in for Fultz. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Here's Banchero, who's back up. And the layup is good. Banchero's got his second basket of the night.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
Now here's Durant. Here's Baisley. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
First team foul.
Phoenix shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Terrence Ross is checked in for Phoenix. Damian Lee comes in for Devin Booker. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Anthony finds Wagner. Back to Anthony. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Lee against Anthony. Lee passes to Warren. Payne looking around. Out to Lee. Just 5 to shoot. Nailed from three-point land. Lee's got the lead up to 14 now for Phoenix.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Anthony. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The tray. That one misses.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Suns on top. They lead by 14. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. So on the floor for Orlando. At the forward positions, it's Wagner and Banchero. Cole Anthony is out there with Harris. And it's Wagner in at the 5 down low. And here is Anthony after the three-pointer from KD. And here is Anthony. Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And Phoenix has possession. The Magic getting the bucket. And it's Paul missing.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Paul against Anthony. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now here is Harris. Over in the corner, Banchero. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Oh, bold play by the rookie Banchero, answering with that 3.
Phoenix leading by 13. Paul kicks to Warren. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This one is all but over. I mean, what a ferocious and commanding performance for the Suns.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And so checking out the record for these guys, tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And partner, it sets up what should be a fantastic finale to the season series. Major bragging rights on the line that night.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kevin Durant.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Now here's Ayton. Durant and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Anthony against Paul. Floats one. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Here's Paul. So it's the Suns winning easily here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much. Katie, what was the big thing to secure this win?
I like how active we were on the defensive side of the ball to start the game. We made shots tonight, and it's always good when you make shots. It brings more energy into the building, and I'm glad we got a W.
You earned it, man. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now, let's check out our New Balance player of the game, Chris Paul.